Hello and welcome to Create the Flow. I'm Monica Freeman, host and founder of Monica Freeman Studios and Unewell. I am here to guide you in aligning with your soul's purpose, trusting your inner voice, and building a life that you truly love. You were born with a purpose, and your intuition already knows the way. Hello, love. Welcome to the show. Today's episode is more of an inspirational episode, and that is because I was just walking with Gatsby, and as we were walking, I made a conscious effort to listen to the sounds around me and observe the noise as energy and not flood my ears and my mind with all the noise of social media and podcasts and audiobooks and meditations and everything else. And while those things do serve a beautiful purpose, I really wanted to be still in this moment as we were walking and enjoy the present. And I was thinking of how powerful all the energy is around us and how we can observe it as negative or positive and how that affects our auras and how that affects us directly. And as we were walking, I've been having a lot of headaches lately. I think my chakras are a little imbalanced and I feel like my third eye has been a little congested with overwhelm of what I'm supposed to do and not having clarity and feeling like I have to force everything. And that is what today's episode is all about. It's about living in the energy of force rather than flow. Let's just say that we all live to be 80, 90, 100. Then chances are probably most of the people listening to this podcast still have another 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60 years to live. And when you look at life from that lens, that really, truly all we have that we're guaranteed is right now, this present moment. But we are thinking so far into the future and it's so far away that we are congesting our minds with all of this toxicity and all of these thoughts that we're putting out as negative energy into the universe, trying to force an outcome. What if the whole point of life and being present is being present, being in this joyful moment and experiencing everything as it's moving and not trying to control the narrative, not trying to chase after something we don't actually want that's not aligned with our soul? Because when you really get clear about what you want, no matter what is going on in your life, whether it's your career, whether it is your relationship status, whether it's your financial status, whether it's your home life where you live, whether it is you wanting kids, your health, your wellness as far as like your body, anything that you want can be your reality. But get clear about what you actually want. Because sometimes we are forcing a big boulder up a mountain. We're just like pushing it up there. And it's never going to get up there because we don't have the capacity and the strength to push a boulder up a mountain. So we need to align with ourselves so that we can flow down the mountain. Let the boulder roll down and it will move faster as it builds momentum. That momentum is when you get in alignment with your soul, when you're really making choices out of what you truly desire. So every day when you wake up, the best way to be present, to be here in this moment and not rush, not force, not control what's next, is to ask yourself, do I really want to do this thing? Do I really want to be here right now? Do I really feel this way? Do I really love this thing? If you are committing to the same workout routine, going to the same class every single day because all your friends are going, but you hate doing that, maybe you need to look inward and tell yourself, I don't want to commit this much energy to this thing every day because I'm leaking energy there. It doesn't fulfill me. I can figure out another way to see my friends and enjoy their company, but I actually want to do this other thing. Because maybe when you go and do this other workout or this other activity, you might actually be led down to your soul's purpose because it is in alignment with you. Or maybe you don't want to go to this restaurant tonight. Maybe you just don't feel like showing up for somebody and you want to take time for yourself for self-care so that you can feel your best. Because when we get all of our chakras in alignment and we are literally living from our purpose, we have blocked all the confusion and we're able to go inward and hear what our intuition is saying. I used to say yes to everything. I was a people pleaser. I felt like I always had to be on. And then a few years ago, I was like, wait a minute, I'm literally causing myself so much unnecessary stress, all because I'm trying to make everybody else happy at the expense of my health. And that's just not okay. And that's what a lot of people are doing when they're forcing. I understand not everybody has the flexibility to just change things, but you can make small choices every day that are in alignment with you. Small things that look like maybe you don't want to go to lunch today, or maybe you want to go to lunch somewhere new, or maybe you want to try a new workout, or maybe you want to take a bath instead of a shower. Maybe you want to cook something new at home. Maybe you want to have a serious conversation with your partner. Maybe you want to teach your kids something new, or tell them no, that they can't do something and create boundaries. All of these small little choices that help you to find your soul alignment and bring you to the present, bring you peace. All this external noise is frustrating us. When we overcommit ourselves, when we feel like everybody needs us, when we have high expectations of ourselves, we stop living in this moment. More than anything, this episode is about really allowing yourself to flow in your own way day to day. By creating your own flow, you're able to feel at peace. When we live in dysregulation and we live in fear, we live in survival mode, we live in scarcity, we live in lack, in poverty, in a negative mindset, any of the emotions on the low vibe part of the emotion scale, we're really just living to survive because everything feels like it's happening to us and everything feels like we're stuck and we can't get out of it. And the crazy part, the ironic part is that most of the time we're actually choosing those things because we stay in situations. Instead of being solution-based, we go into victim mentality. Instead of operating from a place of love and compassion, we start operating from fear and greed. There are so many ways that unknowingly we as humans create this distress that we don't need. So if I can inspire you to do anything today, it's to really take a pause and allow yourself to speak. Write it down if you need to journal, say it out loud, but really, even if you just hear it internally and you don't actually speak it out loud, really hear what your body is feeling. I want you to express these things because we're not going to live in these emotions. We are trying to bring them up to release them. And the only way that we can release them is by acknowledging that they exist. Because right now, when you're carrying around dead weight, you're just suppressing it. And we don't want to suppress it because the more that you store these emotions, what happens is they get stuck in your fascia. And when you store emotions in your body, at first, it's fine. It's just like, okay, I'm not going to think about that. But over time, those emotions change in the body. They become destructive. They become ailments that you can't get away from. They become dysregulation. They become, in some cases, diseases. And then you really have to do so much internal work to heal, to break free from the physical, the emotional, the mental, even the spiritual blockages that we create internally, all because we're not living in alignment. So if there's any way that you can really allow yourself to go deep, feel what you're feeling, say it out loud, get it out, understand where it's coming from. Our soul actually is our North Star, and it is constantly guiding us. It is shedding light all the time. But sometimes we love to control the narrative. We like to just decide what we want to do in the moment instead of listening to that inner compass. You wouldn't take a left turn if the navigation told you to go right. So why are you doing that in your day-to-day? Why are we doing that, I should say, because I do it too. So today, take that compass, listen to it, let it guide you, follow it, really try to be present because you have plenty of time, love. You have so much time. We have all the time in the world. There's no rush. There's literally no rush. You are safe. You are healed. You are healthy. You are abundant. You are magnetic. You are beautiful. You are soulful. And everything is happening for you. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you'd like more information, you can follow along on Instagram at Create the Flow Podcast or find me personally at Monica Freeman. And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a review and share it with a friend.